ABC, it is War God 63 here, Kevin. I have a digs update for you guys. I was up in Fargo this afternoon going through two record stores, used record stores. One is the Vinyl Giant and the other one is Orange Records. I usually go to those two. They usually have a good supply of used stuff. You know, I'm more into the hard rock and the metal stuff that I look for, and a lot of the old classic band stuff I look for. So Brent, one of the guys that owns one of the record shops, the Vinyl Giant, posted some pics of some hard rock metal that came into his store here earlier in the week, and he usually posted online on his Facebook site. So I went in there and I looked at him, and a lot of what he showed I had already. He had like 6 Judas Priests. He had 3 Riot albums, some Axe, which I picked up. He had 4 Axe albums that he got in. I asked him to save them, but he evidently only saved 3 of them. So I did not have any Axe in my collection. So I picked up 3 of them along with some other stuff from a couple different stores. Like I said, Vinyl Giant and Orange Records. So before we get too deep into this, here's what's playing. Defiatory and the album Hades Rising. just some killer Swedish thrash metal. I bought 3 of their albums, CDs, no vinyl. They're on Black Lion Records. And this one came out in 2018. Just some great thrash from these Swedes. So if you get a chance, pick some of these CDs up from these guys. So the digs. Here's the Axe albums I picked up. I did not have any of these. Years ago I used to my first record collection, which I sold off in, the early 2000s. I had like 3,000 albums I sold like a dumbass for a woman. I've gotten a lot of those back already, but a lot of it was rare stuff from the 70s, some stuff from the 80s mostly, but I didn't have no Axe, or I did have Axe, sorry, but I only had a couple, 1 Axe actually. So I picked up Axe Living on the Edge, which I did not have. The cover is in it's an okay shape. It's got a little ring wear up here, a little bit ring wear down here, but all in all, it's a pretty decent cover. It's on, of course, it's on MCA. Of course, this one came out in 1980. The vinyl is VG Plus. It's got a little scuff on it, but nothing too serious. So that was one of the Axe I picked up while digging this afternoon. Of course, it has the original liner notes, lyrics. These are all OGs. Then I picked up Axe Offering, which I did not have. This one came out in '82. So well, all these albums are VG++, maybe near mint. Not quite, but close. But so I picked up this Axe Offering. So happy to get that one. And then I picked up Axe Nemesis. This one came out in '83. So I think there was 4 Axe albums, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but Axe Nemesis. So I was happy to get these Axe in very good shape. And then I picked up something new while I was there. Some Atrophy with Violent by Nature. Decent price, 20 bucks. A new release this year, a reissue through Massacre. Didn't have any Atrophy, so bang, there it is. I got some Atrophy finally. I'm not sure. I do believe I did have this, but I couldn't pass this up for the price. And it's still in the shrink, so it's like brand new. It's got the old sticker, so I picked up the self-titled Michael Schenker. One of my favorite Schenker albums. I love the early Michael Schenker the best. The newer Schenker is okay to me. I don't know. It's different than his early stuff. I think the early stuff has more balls, but that's just my opinion. So this is still in the shrink, and it is, of course, this one here is minty fresh. I don't know if you can see that, but just needs to be cleaned. So like I say, this is probably an upgrade to the one I have. There's a lot of stuff I could have picked up. I could have picked up those Judas Priest. I did not. I have all those. I could probably go back and get them if somebody's looking, if they're there yet. So this Michael Schenker, this was released, I want to say it was 81, yeah, 1981. It's a great album from Michael Schenker. Of course, Are You Ready to Rock? Attack of the Mad Axe Man. On and On, Let Sleeping Dogs Lie. All classic, great tracks off of this album. And then I went way back to 76 and picked this up. I love this band, especially Street Corner Talkin' is my all-time favorite Savoy Brown album. But I did not have this, and I seen it down in the lower bins, and it didn't have a price on it. I ended up paying like 14 bucks for this, but it's Savoy Brown, Skin and Bone. Skin and Bone. Did not have this. Again, come out in 1976. The vinyl is in really decent shape. Of course, it's on the London label. So, minty fresh from 76. It sometimes baffles me when I'm digging through crates of albums at used record shops, and some of these I find, I don't know, I just don't get why some people let this go. Yeah, maybe it could be they need money, or they don't want it anymore, or they just don't care to have it. But I picked this up, Savoy Brown, Skin and Bone. I picked this up. I did not have this particular album in my collection. I do have 3 other Bebop Deluxe, but I did not have this one. This is Futurama from Bebop Deluxe. The cover, it's got a little, it's split up here. I can fix that up though. This was released in 75. More progressive rock. The album's in fairly decent shape. The original inner sleeve. VG++. It's on the Harvest label. So yeah, I'm glad I got this. Needed this. And then I picked this up for a friend of mine. I asked him if he had this or he wanted this. Give me a thumbs up, so I picked it up. And this is, I do have this in my collection. I was on a Crack the Sky kick last year really heavily. I actually gave them more listens last year than I did in the 70s. I guess being younger I was more into the harder, heavier stuff. This is progressive rock from Crack the Sky, and this is Animal Notes. They put out an album last year that was absolutely killer. Progressive rock. They're still out there. Of course, this was released in '76, and the main members of the band are John Palumbo and I believe Joey D'Amico. John Palumbo is in the middle there. Joey D'Amico is the one right here. So the two main members still out there, active, putting out albums. So I picked this up for a friend. This, couldn't pass it up. It was cheap, $5, sealed, never opened. Loverboy and Wild Side. Not sure if I have this in my collection or not. I do have most of the Loverboy stuff, but I just couldn't let this go, being sealed. Of course, it even see it up there, it says sealed. So why not pick it up for $5? And this one was released in 1987, so it's an older release. These next two, I was surprised I didn't have these in my collection, and I was surprised to see these there actually. This one I know I didn't have. If you like 10 Years After, if you like Alvin Lee, you'll probably love his solo stuff. And this is one I picked up, Alvin Lee 10 Years Later, Ride On. A very underrated blues rock guitarist in my opinion. He should have got more credit for his ability to play guitar, in my opinion. So this is the back, and this came out in, let's see here. Let's see here. 1979 on RSO Records. So good stuff here from Alvin Lee. Of course, minty fresh as well. So I was happy to get this, very happy to find this there. I mean, you can see the start of a little bit of ring wear on there, but it's not very noticeable. So happy to pick this up. And then I ran across this one at the other store. And this is a promo, gold stamp promo. It's a distribution of Atlantic Records, but it's the 21 Records release of Alvin Lee, Detroit Diesel. Did not have this. And this one was released, let's see here. Not exactly sure when this is. In 1986. So, definitely happy to get this Alvin Lee Detroit Diesel. And this really shocked me. I do see these as single albums, but they're so beat up I don't even bother to even look through them, pick them up. But this one here, I came across this, and I said, what the hell is this? And not knowing what albums were the two originals, but this is two originals of Ted Nugent, and the albums are right here. It is Tooth, Fang and Claw and Call of the Wild. I did not have these in my collection. And this was released in 1977, so I love Ted Nugent. I'm not the big fanatic like Scott Waters is, but I do love Ted Nugent. So I was happy to get this. I'd never seen this before. The album's in really good shape. It's cut out. Leslie West. It is Leslie, Jack, and Joe theme album. Got a little notch right here in the bottom right corner or bottom left corner. But this is, of course, Jack Bruce, Leslie West, and Joe Franco on drums, with Alan St. John on keyboards. But I love Leslie West. I love Mountain, so I picked this up. And this was released in 1988 on Passport Records. Again, these are mint or minty fresh. So happy to see that there. So yeah, some Leslie West. It's kind of shocked to see these two albums there. This one is actually still in the shrink wrap, so I picked it up. And I know I don't have this one. Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry. Still in the shrink. This, let's see what just come out in 1984. So yeah, happy to get this or pick this up. Been trying to fill up my Twisted Sister collection. I'm getting close to getting them all, or the earlier stuff. And then I picked up, this one was there as well, Love Is for Suckers, from Twisted Sister. This came out in '87. So happy to add these to my collection. This was posted on Orange Records Facebook page. He'll get new stuff in too. He'll take pictures and put them on his site. New stuff, used stuff. And this is an album I've never seen actually from this band. And especially this album. I've never seen it in the wild, and so I asked him if he'd put it aside for me. He did. Normally he won't do that, but he did this time. And this is Brownsville Station. I believe this is their self-titled album. Might be their debut. So, like I say, I see a lot of the other Brownsville stations, but I've never seen this in the wild. So I was happy to pick this up. I'm not even sure what year this was released. Not gonna say. But it's got a little spine wear damage on the bottom here, which I'll fix up right here. It's got a little damage there, but anyway, some Brownsville Station, self-titled one I've never come across. When it comes to Brownsville Station, I'm kind of picky. I do have 4, I think, but no, this makes, I think, number 5. So, good stuff from Brownsville Station. And picked up some southern rock from this band here. These guys should have been bigger. They should have been as big as Molly Hatchet, 38 Special, Leonard Skinner, Marshall Tucker, The Outlaws. But for some reason, they just never garnered that higher echelon from the southern rock era. But I picked up Grinder Switch, Honest to Goodness. This one I did not have. I think this is my 4th Grinder Switch album, but this one came out in 1974. So yeah, good stuff. So right before I was going to check out, I went through his cassette tapes. And most of the time I go through cassette tapes, it's the usual shit and crap. You know, once in a while I'll come across a gem, like I come across an Annihilator many years ago. That was, I picked up, there's a few other ones that I picked up, but I ran across these on cassette. I do have one vinyl album from this band, so I figured I'd pick these up. These are actually released in what year were these released? They were released by Relapse Records. This one was released in 2011 on cassette, and surprised. This one here is Death with the Sound of Perseverance. I picked up 2011. And then I picked up Spiritual Healing. This one was released in 2014 by Relapse Records. So, and then I picked up Leprosy by Death. And this one was released 2014 as well. So I have 3 Deaths on cassette. Awesome. I should pick up the vinyls though. So anyway guys, that is all I have from digging today up in Fargo. And got any comments, leave them below. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button, hit the bell, and you'll be notified of new videos coming up. And anyway, take care, and I'll see you next time.